Easy Tigers. I hope everyone is all fine and dandy. Welcome back as always. First of all, we need to know if this microphone is working properly. That'd be wicked. Comments. Easy. Not gonna lie from this angle. So long. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Right. So when you let me know you can hear, I will continue. Hope everyone's been all good. Hope it's all been hello. Yeah, it's all working. Right, so I've got some good stuff to be showing you today. Like I said, I'm working at the minute, and it's hard for me to actually get here. And buongiorno, easy girl, easy, buongiorno, bonjour. Back on the rock. Good afternoon from Gibraltar. Nice, Vinny. What's happening? Jason Bourne, big up. Isaac, big up, big up, big up. Nice, 27 people. Quick things. I can hear you. Excellent. Big up, Rilo. Rob, big up. Boom, 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 boom. What's up, Isaac? I'm all gravy, man. I'm all gravy. At the minute, I'm working like probably 17 hours a day at the minute. So I work 9 hours a job. And then I go and do this like till I go to sleep. And this you guys only get to see the videos, like you don't see the research or the out and about and the easy hippie shake. Big up, girl, and Spider-Man. You only see the nugs at the end of it. So I'm literally working. Squirrel, big up, mate. Simuclair, big up. So yeah, I'm literally. Let's have a look. Make sure everything's all good. Working so hard at the minute, so hard. But the reason I'm doing this is because I need a car. So I'm going to work my socks off for two months and save that money, and then hopefully I can get myself a brum brum car, and I will be able to get about and get some serious nugs. Because at the minute I am using a bus to get to places, and like for me to go to A to B, like to go and do one thing, it's a whole day thing on public transport. Like when you've got your own car, you can do everything in one go. So at the minute, it's very slow for me. But I know that once I get the car, boom, I've just got to sacrifice 2 months worth of my time to get the car, and then boom, we are away. And what I will say with that being said, guess what's 60 miles away from me, and it's like €100 to get there? Sicily. You've got the whole of Sicily. You've got all the giant stuff there. You've got the cart ruts. You've got the theatre, the amphitheatre. You've got so much stuff going on in Sicily. I'm going to be hitting that place up in September hard. Like I'm probably going to, I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to stay there for a week or what, I don't know. I'll book some holiday time off and stay in Sicily and scoop up the nugs there. I was meant to go and get my hair. I'm still in my uniform. Like I haven't, like, I come in and put the computer on. Look, sweat. Ooh, I haven't even done nothing yet. Brum brum. Yeah, you know. Hey, big up Just JP. Sorry if I missed anyone. When I waffle on, big up hippie girl. One love. I would love to go to Sicily. Yes, I know, man. I know. I've been there before. I went to Palermo and a place called Mondello, like the beach. Really good place. It's actually identical to Malta. Well, I think Malta is heavily influenced by Sicilian, more so Sicilian than Italian. So, and if anyone thinks I'm talking crackers, Sicilian and Italian, different, completely different. Language is similar, but they're different. Especially northern Italy to southern Italy, and then you've got underneath that you've got the old Sicily. Big up, Corey. Right, sorry. Hey, Paul, I'm a new subscriber and I've been binging on your Malta videos for the past 2 weeks. Absolutely phenomenal stuff, buddy. Keep it up. Keep it good. Oh, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. It's nice. It's nice to get some nice words. Right. All right. Oh, what's happened here? So where are we? So here we go. So this is. Sorry, I don't know what images I've got here. Right. So let's go. So, you know, when I was making the geopolymers, let me just get these up properly. Let me just get these better pictures for you. Sorry about this. It'll be easier. When I show you, it'll be a lot easier. Let's get rid of them. Where's the granite? Right, I'm just going to share this screen. Mr. Brees, big up, geezer. Block on the Rock. It was all culture long ago. It was all one culture. Yeah, very high possibility. Hey, Paul Polycube, big up. Rick Spillman, big up. Render everywhere. Right, let me just. Oh God, I hate that. Right. So this is the granite that I made. This is the granite. I don't know what's happened to the videos. You know, this is a proper bit of granite. This was amazing. You can actually tell. I know I've said this 100 times, but you can actually tell where I got it out the mold quick, because I was putting them in. This is the sandstone that I made, and you can see here that when I made it, it come out like. Have you ever seen like a gooey biscuit? It was like that. So it was like started to cure on the outside, but inside it was like a gooey biscuit. And because I'm so impatient when I'm making these sort of stones, or when I was making these stones at that time, I couldn't wait to pull it out to see if I made it right, and I've done it far too quick. So you can see that I actually got a bit cheesed off with it. So I scrunched it up into a ball, and then I threw it in the bin. And then I thought, hello, I'll keep that in case, like, what happens to it? I don't know. Like, this could turn into an absolute monster of a stone in a few days. I don't know. And it did. It absolutely did. And all this is sodium silicate, which is water glass, calcium hydroxide, calcium carbonate, and which is like the dust of shells and stuff, or just shells, no other stuff, just dust of shells. And I pulverized granite to a dust as well. So the reason I've done that was to show you that you can get a stone of granite and you can smash it down to a carryable, manageable size, and then you can transport that and remake that stone wherever you want, into any shape you want. And that's the reason why I've done that, to prove that you can do it. If I can do it, after about 3 weeks of research and then about a month waiting for the materials to turn up, obviously the chemicals, because I made the sandstone first, by the way. I made the sandstone, so I was waiting for like the hematite iron oxide to turn out, and then I was waiting for the red iron oxide. I think it's Fe3O4 and Fe3O2, or I can't remember it now. When you don't do this sort of like scientific stuff for a few, and I'm not a scientist, I'm an ex-plumber, so like this sort of stuff goes in one ear sometimes and out the other ear. So I have to like refresh my memory when I look at this stuff. And let's get back to it. So boom, 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 boom. Oh, what's that? What's he doing? All right. So I had some people telling me that I was absolutely bonkers, telling me that I'm absolutely wrong with the iron on the in between the joints. And I just thought, and someone was going, it's stone. I was like, this is not stone. But I understand. I fully understand. You're just looking at a picture. It's my fault that you think like that, because I should have shown it to you in a better way. Obviously, when someone says that, I thought, I should have done it a lot better. But I'll get to that in a minute. Right, back to the geopolymer. They're pouring concrete inside this whole massive chase that they've made, right? And when they did it, they exposed the old world waste system that's inside this geopolymer limestone, right? So in here, this is a main road. You've got the main white waste pipes running through this road. It's about 2 meters down. Let me just get a better picture. So it's about 2 meters down, like where they started scooping it from. But I couldn't believe it when I seen them do this. I thought, right, what are they going to do? They're going to fill the inside of these up with concrete, and then How wrong was I? What they do is they put them in situ, like I said with the rooms in the geopolymer complexes. You just put a box there, and then you pour the mixture around it, and then when you're done, you can pull the box out or go in and take the wood out. You know, like say if you put wood up to make a box to make a room. And when I was saying this a few months back, I never thought I'd actually see it getting done in real life, like as I'm walking down the street, just completely natural. So you can see here where they've started to pour the concrete in, and it's going to fill around all of this gap. It's going to fill down this gap. It's going to fill up down here, and it's going to fill up down here. It's even going to spill into here. It's going to fill up all around here, and it's not going to fill up here because I think they're going to be putting some sort of cover plate here, I believe, some sort of access panel. But they're just going to pull these out, boom, boom, pull them out, and you're going to be left with these perfectly square cavities, which is mentals, right? Now, I need to find you another picture because what I'm saying here, it will make sense. It will make casting will be casting. What's this? Sorry. Good. Hippie Shake. Cherie Ives. Good to see you. And Cowgirl from Arizona. Big up. Fitzkaza. Yes. Sorry if I miss you. Where I waffle on, I forget. Framing. Exactly that, Mr. Bryce. Are we in? Right. Now, I just want to show you another image because where is she? It was the one for Old World Florida show. Sorry, I'm just going to... gold bits. Old World Florida. Where did I put it? Here she is. Right, now the reason I'm showing you this particular image is because, like I said, it's not showing yet. Gordon Bennett. Right, Cowgirl, please give Paul the thumb up. This is amazing research. Hours and hours of work. Like, thank you very much. Share. I can actually feel my brain. I'm shattered. So, like I said, what they did there, they put the steel framing, and they poured the concrete around it. What I'm saying they've done in England, in quite a lot of places, is they put boarding up, framing. And you can clearly see that they've built some sort of wood framing here because this is the print of it. And look at this. And when you zoom in, you know this is wooden framing. This is not striation marks from sedimentary rock where it's fell on top of each other, like marine biology, because there's no marine biology in this. This is just pure red sandstone. That's all it is. There's a few chemicals, some sand and iron oxide, red iron oxide. I don't know what the chemicals are because I don't know what they're using back then. But what I used when I made this stone was just like the granite. It was calcium hydroxide, calcium carbonate, sand, sodium silicate, and something else I just can't think at the minute. Something else, sodium silicate. And obviously red iron oxide I used. So yeah, so you can clearly see that there's a wooden framing they've done here. So what they've done is they've built a box. I'll keep it very simple. They make a box, pour the mixture over it. Go in, take all the wood out, and it leaves these panel marks. And that's what's happened here. This is exactly what's happened here. And here as well. So it's just panel marks. Boom, boom. Now, what's going on here? Why am I showing this? Again, wooden framing. Like I said before, wooden framing. You can see that the wooden framing goes in here. And this, like I've showed this picture so many times. But it seems to me that the box that was here that created this room was beginning to fail. When I mean fail, I mean maybe the box was starting to bow a little bit. So they've had to come in and put a plank of wood to cross over the panels to keep it so it don't bow. And that's what's happened here. Like, please let me know if there's another explanation for that. But to me, wooden framing and a piece of wood to go over it because it looked like it was failing. And again, this is a different technique, it seems to be, because this is done in like sections. Look at this. Absolutely bonkers. But that is not what we're here for. I just wanted to show you the wooden framing on that one. Let's get back to this. Boom, 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 boom. Where are we? Here. So I should present this. Oh, well, Florida channel. Yes. Top gate. Oh, well, Florida is in here as well. Pick up, brother. Maximum respect, brother. Same cast mold marks as St. Augustine's. Interesting. Interesting, mate. Mate, we need to do another session. I've got some stuff. I've got some real stuff. Do you know what? Half of the stuff I can't even put on the internet. Do you know that? I wish I could, but I'll probably get kicked out of Malta. So I can't do that yet. But I will ease myself in bit by bit. See, like, I'll push the limits. Don't worry. Do not worry. All right, where are we? Back to here. Right, so we get back to this one. So, sounds like Lucifer's channel. Diesel fuel point outside of the frame, prevent concrete sticking to the frame. Yeah, interesting, mate. So also, I can see in the mineral aggregate. Exactly, man. And you know what? This is another. It's such a deep topic, isn't it? But it's just so obvious. Have you seen how they use casting techniques to build more recent parts of the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona? No, I have not, actually. They use wooden boxing too. And then later remove the boxing. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. This is exactly what we're saying. But what I'm saying is they've done it inverted to the way that you're describing it. So they've done it this way, basically. They poured a mixture around the boxing, which is quite interesting. Very, very interesting, eh? Raymond Earth homes are the best, I believe. Oh, rammed earth. Yeah, definitely. Paul, mate, just daft disclaimer, man, right? May do what? Just wear up a daft disclaimer beforehand. Okay. 3 hours. GMO mosquitoes, mate. I have so many beef with mosquitoes. It's unbelievable. Gog. Maybe they did not need to pulverize stone to remold it because it resonates. What? Poured chemicals to melt stone. Maybe, mate. Maybe. I mean, who's right? Who's wrong? No one knows. I could be absolutely wrong, and you could be absolutely right. We just don't know. So you can never dismiss anything. I know. Do you know what? So many people let me know. So many people let me know they don't get notified. They don't get notified. No one's notified of my videos. It's crazy. I think I'm shadow banned is a word, isn't it? Crazy, eh? Thank you, Flower Jones. Right. Righty Hoden. Where's me? I'm here. Right. Now, this is very, very, very interesting. I was doing some work on the way to work today and yesterday, and I was filming some to me it seems unnatural limestone. But what's unnatural about this is there was 8 of these little setups that you can see here. So a pipe comes down. It could be pipe for water, or it could be a conduit pipe that's got a cable in it. And what happens is, let me just zoom in a bit more. It comes in to here. Now and then it comes back down. So this is obviously an artificial ground level, by the way. We don't know that there could be rooms or like big doors under this road going into this stone, you know, like into this stone. We don't know. But what I do know for a fact is there was 8 of these in this section where we was. And the only reason you'd have these is if they were some sort of meter. And when I mean a meter, like you're charging for the water or the electric, right? So it come in, clock it up what you're using, and then obviously you get billed for it. Or it could be where they're adding something to it. So if this was water, maybe they were cleaning the water. I don't know. But what's very peculiar is that what I want to say is these are not in uniform with what's going on above. This has been chopped down here, and you can see this has been chopped down and then built on top, right? Like I say, everywhere. This just built directly on top of this. These are not uniform with what's sitting on top. What I mean by that is this does not go to there. This don't go there. This don't go there. All right? Nothing like that. So what are these little setups doing here? What are they? Look. So again, different color in the limestone, absolute different color. This one's just been cast on top. It's like a triangle sort of shape. But again, and this one was really interesting here. The reason I'm saying this is because this one actually had a lip going over it and one next to it. And you can see how much this has deteriorated. So, you know, this is quite close to the finished wall, this part here like this. But when the further you got, the higher you go up, you can see that it's going in a little bit. So what is this? So you've got one of these entrances here. What I will say is, if this was cut for World War II 75 years ago, why is this as weathered as outside here? That's what I want to know. Because really, this should be as it is, and then inside it should look like it was cut 70 years ago. It should never look like it was cut donkeys years ago, you know? But that's not why we're here. What I want to know is what was going on with these little setups. So this one here had two, but what was it for? And again, another thing I'll say, sedimentary rock, right? Why is it at these sort of angles? Like if it's been compressed marine biology, then it should be flat lines. Like it shouldn't be going up at 45-degree angles, and then you shouldn't have squidge marks everywhere. But I digress. And you shouldn't have different colours like that as well, you know? And if it was different colours, it should go all the way across. It should be uniform, but it's not. Again, like I showed you just here, where they chopped this part down, they chopped it down here. This is it here. And then they built with the blocks, boom. Now, I just want to get to this because people are saying that these iron sheets are not iron. And then people are telling me to get a magnet and stick a magnet on it. That I will do. But I'm not very hopeful with the magnet situation because, and you can tell that's metal. Look at it. Absolutely look at it. The reason is because I know that things lose their magnetism over time, right? So I will try it though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, like I say, and I'm always going to say this. No one's right. No one's wrong. We've just got to work it out together. There's no point in sitting there arguing. Right, if you feel like you want to argue, to move along, go somewhere else. No problem. But again, here it is. More of the iron. Look at it. So this is actually coming at a 45-degree angle from inside the building, like that. So it's like holding up. If I go from the side, you're not going to be able to see it. So this is creating a triangle, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So if it's, and it is absolute pure iron. No messing around. And you can see where it's here. You can see where it was here as well. All the stones falling off here. Crazy. Here, boom. So you can see here, this is a wicked. And do you know what's even really cheeky? They've actually tried, they've put some sort of modern concrete or cement up in here. Up in here. Yeah? And it's actually now overlapping this bit of iron here. So let's just think about what's going on. This wall must have started falling away apart a little bit, or it's deteriorated here, this part here, where the modern cement or concrete is, right? So that means it is exposing the whole of this iron sheet along here. But someone's come along at some point, and I don't know when, probably I would say in between World War II and now, someone's come along and tried to hide this stuff. Like, why has someone put concrete or cement here in between this iron sheeting and this bit of geopolymer? It's a bit mad, isn't it? Like, and again, like if I was in charge of this operation to get rid of it, I'd just get someone with a gun, a drill, by the way. I call a gun a drill, and I'd just get them to gun the whole thing off, and then it looked natural, then wouldn't it? And there'd be no iron left. Look at it. Now we look at it like that. Unbelievable, hey? Now you can see the iron. Boom, down here. So this is like I said, the triangle. Yeah, the triangle, the shape that it's creating. And again, look at it. Just for the people that said I talk absolute cobblers. Here we are. And again, I would love to know. You can see a chase mark. This is a channel mark. And this one's been filled in. But this is a channel mark for water. And just to give you an idea of the size of this, you've got this absolute model of a man. Look how much difference a haircut makes, eh? Crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely bonkers. So yeah, I'm just giving you an idea of how big these sheets are. And now I see these sheets everywhere. Here, you know, there's going to be one here. I can smell it. Oh. But there you go. So how did the iron get behind this? And who went and filled this up, like with the concrete to hide it? It's mad, isn't it? If you sit there and think about it, there's so much stuff going on and being hidden. And this is the sorry. And this is the shall we say the petrified wood. I don't believe this is sap, purely because if it is petrified sap, then where's that come from? Because there's no tree, because that is the object. So if that's the sap, then there's no tree around. And what I mean by that is this is what was there. So I'm saying this was part of a tree, but some people say it's sap, or it might be mica or mica. It could be that, but I believe it's a petrified tree. Got some nice colours coming through down here as well, but you can't zoom in for some reason. Yeah, look here and there. But really interesting, very, very interesting. But the other thing is, I would like to ask some people that deal with this sort of stuff, but they're so biased towards stuff. They call anything this and anything that, and you can't really have like a logical discussion with certain people that push this sort of theory, because they just biasly push towards what they're pushing, you know. So, but I would like to know what certain people think of this. Like Mud Fossil University, what does he think of this? Does he think this is a tree? Do you think this is just a bit of mineral? But the thing is, it actually looks like a tree in situ. This is the messed up thing. And when I measured it, it was about 10 inches at the base, which is 25 inches. 25 centimeters. So it's quite big. And then it went up like this. So it went up like, the camera's going to pick it. So it's going up like that. And then it's gone, chopped down. And I thought, wow. And it's coming out of the limestone. And I thought, wow. You know? So, good old famous cart ruts. And bang in the middle of the cart ruts, we have a famous well. Actually, it's coming directly from that wall. Look, boom, boom, boom. And this, to me, this is like when we was here, they were just rearranging this place anyway. So we'll see. This to me just seems like the scraps of the complex where they've just brought them here. But here you can see, and obviously there's some sort of distribution was going on here with water, because we've got the cart ruts that conveyed the water in pipes. We've got these slabs that, we've got these, this is a better picture to be honest with you. We've got these slabs that go over these chase marks that obviously again housed pipes. Pipes would go inside there. We've got these columns, we've got the pillars, we've got these finishing touches to the facades. It just seems to me this was a bit of area where they've just chucked everything, and they're just charging people to stand on a platform and come and look at it, and they're calling it a Roman villa. But this is exactly the same as what's in St. Paul's Catacombs, and this is exactly what we see everywhere all over Malta, incorporated into the limestone. So you can see the little lip which goes here, and then the plates sit on top, and then the pipe would have gone underneath, and here as well. Like I said, it's scraps from this complex, I believe. What's this doing? What's that doing? What's this doing? You know, this stuff should be in a museum. This is literally like a museum. Look at it. Unbelievable. I mean, look at this. This looks like a TV. This looks like Fred Flintstone's TV on the side, just dashed out. Look at it. Obviously, a plate went over that had opened and closed for some reason, like some sort of hatch. But look, you've got 3 holes in there. And what I want to point out, by the way, why can't I zoom in? Right. If you want to cut out this square, look, that could be for like overflow. If you want to cut out this square, like imagine like banging against this part here. Don't you think you'd be worried about breaking this particular part? Like, imagine smacking that. Bang, bang, bang. I don't know. I'm not saying it can't be done. It can be done. I've seen it being done. I've seen people cut stone amazingly. Absolutely amazing. But it's just so much easier to cast it. And when you see all the size of cast, like all the squidge marks and stuff like that, it's just, again, it's just a site full of scraps, no? Oh. Now, this was very interesting, but I'm not going to say much about this yet. I can't say too much about this. Again, we're in the middle of 2 complexes. This is one complex. This is another complex. Floriana, the town, is built on top of this complex. Valletta is built on top of this complex. And I want to point out, sedimentary rock. How could this be sedimentary rock? Say if this was sedimentary rock and this was layers here, why have we got a layer going like this over, like this would be spread out over like 50 million years going up at an angle? Bonkers, isn't it? I don't believe in it. It's very interesting. Space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 stories here till you get to the new ground level of Valletta. And there you go. There you go, guys. The Wicker Man. Can't cut it, I'd break it. Can't cut it, I'd break it. We authentically want to trace the past back and share the knowledge. Big up, P Smart. How's your hangover, mate? Cockney slang. Why? What's the Cockney? What's going on? It looks cast, doesn't it? Get his jam jar. The jam jar, I'm getting it in 2 months. In 2 months, I'll have a jam jar, mate. I'll have a new jam. It won't be new. It'll be a banger. But it'll get me from A to B. And it will help me get a lot more nuggets. So I'll just be presenting so much stuff for you guys. I've actually found I can't talk about stuff. This is the thing. I can't talk about nothing on here. Between the 2 raised towns. Yeah, of course. Of course. 100%, mate. There's quite a few bridges. Let me just show you. Let me show you what is going on. So this image, let me just get this. What's happened? Sorry, guys. All right, pictures. Right, so that bit I've shown you in between the two complexes, right? Let me just show you what a guan. Where's that gone? Hang on, give me a second. Where is this gone? There. I don't believe it. Right, so this image, I'll share this. Like I said. So, P Smart, like I said, boom, boom, boom. The 2 complexes, right? So this is one complex here. You can see this is the ditch that I was just taking that photo by. And this here, right here, is where I was taking that photo. Literally, let me just pinpoint to you exactly where I took that photo. And it's right here. You can see the sheer scuts there. Where the tip of that arrow is where I took that photo. And you can see one complex on the right and one complex on the left. So you can see now the sheer size of these things. And I just showed you as well that we counted 7 stories till we get to this level where they've built these houses on top. So when you get to this level here and you've got all these houses that are still the same as they were in 1694, by the way. And I'm not lying, because this block up here, I say this all the time, this block here, I lived in this block. So this block comprises of about 10 actual houses, right? Well, blocks of apartments. And I lived here. And this is identical. Nothing's changed. It's all the same still. In fact, I'll show you it's all the same still. But did Pete Smart, did that answer your question, mate? Would like to get filled, would look like, but bigger. Would look like a filled up window. Yeah. Hi. Big up, mate. Knowledge. Melly, yeah, honey. That's exactly that. Melita, meaning honey. Exactly. Brian Reed, same here. No notifications. It's strange. Knowledge, by the way. Big up, man. Because the old world always making it get stronger with time. Yeah, exactly. And the reason it gets stronger with time is because it crystallizes. Obviously, as it gets to a time when like on the graph, it gets stronger and then it just dips because it's been like thousands of years. But moving forward within time, it gets stronger and stronger because it's a molecular structure crystallizing. Seeing it, brother. The valley is symmetrical in shape. Oh, what's happened here? What's happened? And again, this is a right. So this is one humongous complex. This is 1 kilometer. From here to here is 1 kilometer. By the way, this is 1 whole kilometer, and this is about 700. Something like that. So it's absolutely humongous. And again, what I will say, Joe, technically I turned an actual stone in time. Yeah, but then it'd deteriorate because if you look at places like, I don't know actually, because I think things are deteriorating now because there's stuff being sprayed over it. Like the atmosphere is like not as good as it used to be. So probably that's the reason why things are deteriorating. So maybe you're right, Mr. Bryce. Maybe you're right, man. Like an M shape, never a natural feature. Yep, exactly. What I will say again, the red stuff in here, like these blocks of apartments, the red stuff is where all the apartments seem to be. So I don't know if that's not official. Like that's not official to the map, by the way. It's just saying I've noticed walking around this whole area. And don't forget, like I've been here nearly 3 months. This part here is the only bit I've examined. I see massive trench 4. Yeah, so there's quite a few, mate. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's about 8 bridges. Crazy J, big up, brother. First name, last name. What a guan. There are videos of comparisons under extreme pressure. The old bricks with. I've seen them. I've seen all that stuff. I am a weirdo with stuff like that, mate. I have to put that into my consciousness before I move forward. You know, I can't sit there and talk about something if I don't know about it. So when it comes to bricks and pressure and breaking and stones and like, I've literally gone out of my way to learn what I need to know to get through. Yeah, so I've seen all them videos. I actually love them. Where was we? So these complexes. All right, boom, 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 boom. Again, iron sheeting. Can you see this? This is even, I don't know what's going on here. Again, this is iron sheet going around a corner. It's bonkers, mate. This is bonkers. Now, this here, I don't know what to say about that. I don't even look at this. This is one of my favourite images I've ever taken. It looks a bit like, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit satanic, a bit cold and dark and a bit, you know. But it's just, look at it. You know when you're not meant to be somewhere? You know, like no one's been here in God knows how long. Someone's come along and took all the decoration off the wall. That's what they've done. All the painting, all the fresco, all the... my brain is frazzled now. I can't even say words. Render. So, yeah. Again, look at the door. Massive door. A ledge would go there. So you put a bit of wood in there, right? And it just creates a frame. It's madness. This is absolute madness. And this is I can't say where this is. And again, this looks like stairs going up. So we've got a level down here that's been blocked off. And we've got some stairs going up here. I've never noticed that before. Look, one, go back and up, back and up. Mental stuff. And this is meant to be a catacomb. And this is what I say about these places. They are not catacombs. They're old world buildings, old world complexes. But we just universally around the world get shown the same part of these complexes. And it seems to be some sort of storage part. And they can go, yep, this is where the dead got buried. You know, and then they put a little story there. And another thing these people do, these tourist attractions, they add a little bit of, oh yeah, there's my nan there. There's my nan. She dug this out. Really? Or my auntie or my nan's auntie was part of this. You know what I mean? They add personalization to it to make you believe that it's real. When really, when you look at this image, does this look like it's a catacomb? And also, I'm going to tell you this now. Within 30 meters of where I took this photo, there was a well, an active well that went down probably about 30 to 50 meters, and it was full of water. And it was being used now. As we speak now, they had a pump down there sucking up the water to be used up in this complex. Not this part here, up in like the in the tourist part, like for the shop, you know, the souvenir shop and all that business. But like, this is what I'm saying. This does not look nothing like a catacombs. And they can't show you this because if you see this, you're going to go, that ain't a catacomb. That's a blinking front room. Or some sort of, I don't know, something. It's part of a complex. Like, it's not. Look, let's just check this out. You've got 3 floors. You've got one going down here. And this is a step to it. Look, boom, 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 blocked up. This up here, you can see the steps going up. Window, door frame would have gone there. And you've got this little geezer here. But I digress. And again, this here is what people say is the they put people to rest in. It's a catacomb. You've got this. Look at it, really. Like, imagine trying to lay someone in this. You'd have to lean over this without falling down these stairs. The only way possible is actually like feeding them from this side. And how disrespectful to be feeding a body like sidewards, inwards to here. It's a load of cobblers. I'm not even going to entertain it. I'd like to know what's going on up here as well. But so, is there any questions, peoples? Because I now, do you know what? I haven't even eaten since, what's the time? It's 18 o'clock nearly. I haven't even eaten since 9 o'clock last night. All I've had is water. I nearly picked up an energy drink because it was like 37 degrees, and I was like, oh, the amount of work that I was doing, I was thinking, right, I need a blast of sugar. Like, that's what happens when you do, like, when you work like a slave, you don't really have time to look after yourself that much, you know? So I nearly caved in and bought a blinking energy drink, but I thought, no, I've been fasting so long. Like, why would I ruin it now? I'm not going to ruin it. The church called it catacomb. They have been hijacking the truth since the days of the... it's funny you say that, actually, Gog Magog. When I was speaking to that guy, that guy that was giving me all the information, the Maltese guy, he was actually saying that the church owned all of the underground in Malta. That's what he was saying. It's going, the church only told that. I was like, okay. And that reminds me, actually, I'm actually going to go and give the geezer a knock this weekend. And I'm going to take some food. I'm going to take a drink with me. And I'm going to see if he wants to spill the beans on more stuff. Mr. Cook, I am now joining your stream here, but I wanted to let you know that your work is appreciated immensely. I'm still a rookie with all this, but the seed of wonder has been planted. Thank you very much. And that, do you know what? I'm absolutely wrong. I thought that was about to be a bit of hate then. And I was going, oh, here we go. So big up, Haley. Maximum respect. Yeah, Conehead skulls in Malta. Yeah, sometimes I think, yeah, it's interesting stuff, eh? Brian Fox, Where is it? It's in Malta. I can't actually give the exact location. Mars. Oh, really? What's that? Good afternoon. WhipG41. Knowledge. Damn the haters. No, it's my fault. Knowledge is my fault, mate. I'm aware, like, it's just been abundant. Like, sometimes your brain, like, you're in that mode, defense mode. So when I started reading that and it said Mr. Cook, I thought, hello. Someone's going to get a bit shirty with me now. But how wrong was I, huh? Big up, Haley. All right. Is there any questions? Because I am going to break for hope. Hang on a minute. Oh, I didn't even see this. Oh my gosh. Your coverage of that stone door has made the most popular conspiracy guy at our boiler factory. Big up, by the way, Aurorian. Thank you very much for that donation. That is incredibly kind of you. Your coverage of the stone door has made me the most popular conspiracy guy at our boiler factory. Do you know what, mate? Send them my way, man. Actually, you need to be eased into my stuff. Like, you can't just go in there because, like, you just think that's geezer's crackers. Like, it's a journey, isn't it? This is what it is. It's a journey. People jump on the wagon, jump off, but it's just a train that's going to keep going. It ain't even going to stop. But tell them to come over, man. Big up Aurorian. I appreciate that. And the boiler factory, what are you making in a boiler factory? Because I worked in a boiler factory in England and I had to make 3 boilers. Well, I didn't have to make them. The geezer said make them. And I ended up making 3 a day. It was all prefabricated stuff anyway. But it was a really good job. Really good job. I want to see if I've got a picture of it. No, I ain't got it here. Picture of me. Okay. Right. So, guys, any questions before I go? I won't go for about 5 minutes, but just I'll answer some questions. Cast from the past is breaking new ground and some can't handle it. I know. This is the thing. Like, I'm biased towards the truth. Like, I don't care what it is. I don't care. I'm just looking for it. I didn't know it was going to be geopolymer. I didn't know that was going to be where it was. I thought it was all rock cut. It weren't until we started going down the rabbit hole and examining stuff, and then some like guy, how can I say it, Mr. X, sort of. His dad was worked for like the Sultan of Brunei and the royal family, fixing up geopolymer statues and stuff like that. And he actually offloaded so much information to me that like, I'm actually so grateful for that. But what that did was made my eyesight much more vigilant. Like, I can see so much more now. It's unbelievable. Any trace of previous bridges between the 2 raised towns? Yes, there is. And there's also some old photos that have been photoshopped to show a different ground level. But I can't show you that now because I've got so many footage. It's just spread out everywhere. Like, I've got, do you know what? I've got this here. I don't think I'm about to see it. This is 1 terabyte. This is just absolutely full. I shouldn't even show that. Because you don't even know who's going to come round. I don't know nothing. Hi, Paul. Your eyes take time to develop, just like everything else. Yeah, man, they really did. Have to train your eyes and the mind. Exactly. Important to work with what present to exactly. New Dimmood, you got me looking around New Jersey and New York with new eyes. Great work and mind blowing. Excellent. What I will say is look for the limestone or the sandstone. That's what I will say. And yeah, BTU, 10 million BTU, British thermal units. Our boilers are up to 10 million. We had Gates Foundation and Pipe. What? Mate, that's ridiculous heat coming off the boilers. Mate, that is absolutely monstrous. 10 million BTU. Hang on, I just got to go. Hang on, I forgot something. Like a bit of my plumbing. I just want to. One radiator, BTU. How much is the standard? 600 to 10,000. Wow. I know, yeah. Wow, mate. I just had to look to reference it. Wow. Sounds like a sun, doesn't it? When you find out the wall in China was made by the Romans, and not only that, squirrel, I believe there's two walls in there. I believe you've got the old wall and then you've got the modern one. And you've got the Great Wall of India. There's the Great Wall of Malta that I might even do a video on, actually. Actually, I might do that. Let me go, like, oh my God, why haven't I done this before? But it's just the wall. It's not geopolymer, so I'm not interested. Natural gas with water tubes. Interesting. So you're burning the natural gas. Is that what you mean? And heating up the water tubes. Is that what you mean? They used autoclaves to sterilize in biolabs built in. Oh, wow. Oh, God. Oh, sail away. Big up, Tiger. That makes sense. They could have turned the Sahara into a desert from a jungle. From all the wood, it could have been taken to put the pyramids and buildings and castles. Yeah, I mean, there's actually some photos online, and there's some photos of granite, and it's been cast in wooden framing. And let me just explain something to you. And again, disclaimer: I'm not an expert. I am learning on the job. But when you have a small amount of geopolymer, it's probably going to be cast in something like wood or something like that, or a sack or some sort of textile. If it's a humongous stone, then I believe it would have been cast in the iron sheeting, which is what we find in abundant around in Malta. 6 long foot flame. Wow. 6, mate, how big's this flipping boiler? Lind, Gates and Bio, Free Energy. Yeah. They're working on a project now called Malta, aren't they? And it's something to do with salt and iron. I am up 25 minutes of sun gazing now. Life changing. I am up to 20. Wow. I've actually been sun gazing in the morning, you know, because it's very bright in Malta. Very, very bright before the heat hits. And I walk to work. Obviously, I ain't got a car at the minute and I ain't getting on the bus. Only because it's just too hot for the bus. But did you find high-res LiDAR maps of Valletta? No, I haven't. Mate. Guy Tefla, yeah, the pyramids underwater, that would do the same thing. Just wondering, really. Wow. Do you think that Anunnaki stories are made up? Don't know. I wouldn't know. Part of me thinks we're just an experiment in a blinking dish sometimes, and I think they throw in these stories like the Bible and aliens and that to make you think there's other stuff going on outside of our little dish that we live in. Sometimes I think like that, and then sometimes I think like there's aliens. Well, I don't actually believe in aliens. Interdimensional beings, not aliens at all. Wickedness is so clever, man, and make things look so natural. I know. What's happened? Can you other sun gazers see colours being produced by the sun? No. Cheers, Elliot, mate. Joe. Ooh. Hello, honey. Star shows a remote place in Vietnam that uses generators, powerful lighting. So let me read this again. Right, hello, honey. Star shows a remote place. Who's Star? In Vietnam that uses generators that are powered from lightning. That is flipping interesting. Now, I always suspected something was going down with the old lightning. It's really crazy because even the natural mountain ranges here are showing signs of geopolymer. A very large tree. Oh, madness, man. We're inside a locker. Yeah. That's what it feels like, man. Saber Truth, big up. Interdimensional, bro. Yeah, I should have said that first. I should never have used the word aliens. interdimensional beings. Can we make geopolymer by milk, honey, and dirt? I doubt it very much. Because remember, I'll say this again and again and again. Geopolymer, like the way it cures is it crystallizes as it sets. That's what makes it so strong. It's crystallizing. It's curing as it when it sets. It creates the structure of it. The molecular structure is crystal. So that's why it's so strong. There are huge buildings in Brooklyn with forgot street, but okay, yeah, that'd be interesting. Oh, yes, my thoughts too. Hello Honey is a YouTube channel. Okay, that's nice. Hello Honey. I'll have to check this out. Let's have a look quick. Hello Honey. Hello Honey. Where the hell mate, I'm so crap with YouTube. Hello Honey. I just want to go to a YouTube. YouTube. Honey. Flipping hell. She's got 800,000 subscribers. Take a deep breath in it. Is this it? Hello? Oh, that's not it. I don't think that's it. Hello, Honey. I can't find it. Don't know where it is. Vietnam War files disclosed weather control. I don't know. Mad, isn't it? Oh, one other thing that I will say. The protein in milk, which is casein, by the way. The protein in milk. Oh, where's it gone? Can make graphene. Oh, that's interesting. It's Hello Honey. So that's who I'm looking for. Honey. This person has 800 subscribers. What's she doing? Honey. Hello, Honey. Nice. Okay, I'll have a look at that later. That's why I know. Oh, that's why I know about demons and the Bible like that. Oh, interesting. Jenny May. Do you know about the ships that go from Kiribati to outside the Arctic? No, I do not. No, I do not. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a note of that because that sounds absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I've still got 2 books here as well. I've still got 2 books. This book's got all the documentation from the cave. I don't know why this does that, you know. Like you pay €50 or £50 a month, and the quality of the image is no good. Yo, big up, Joe. Casein in milk is poisonous. Yes, I heard. I actually, I'm probably going to cheese a few people off. No pun intended. I watched a experiment where these scientists were feeding casein to these mice, and they were literally turning on cancer and turning it off over 3 weeks. Say no more. So they give them the casein, and then they give them nothing, developing it. They're basically turning it on and off. That's exactly the words that the scientist was using. This man is gorgeous. Oh, God. Sorry. If I had my hair cut, I'll probably look a bit better. But I've been at work. Mate, I look terrible. I've been working all day. I've been sweating. It's been 37 degrees. I've been out delivering books, lifting up stuff. I've been before I even went to work at 8 o'clock. I was working out, filming stuff. And I haven't eaten since yesterday. Last time I ate was about 9 o'clock last night. So I'm fasting. That's why my eyes are a bit heavy. My speech feels a bit slurred. Same in guts. Yeah, the milk geopolymer may be called the milk geopolymer. Way is called Casein method. Okay. Big up, Tone, mate. Long time no see. Big up, brother. Profile clients. Casein from milk can be used to make plastic. Casein is no good. Casein is terrible. But this is another thing. I've been looking at pasteurized milk and unpasteurized. I think all these proteins and these additives get added after once it's been pasteurized. Do you know that? I'm not too sure. So boom. Sorry about that. I pressed the wrong button. Let me just get this ugly face off this screen right now. I hate it when it's like this. Get out of it. Boom, boom, boom. You can have some of that. There we go. There we go. It's a lot better now. Malfunction. Sorry about all that. The Philadelphia experiment. Yeah, that's a very interesting experiment. He is ghosting us. Be right back. Okie dokie. Malfunction. Okay. Very interesting. Virginia. Oi, Carl. Big up, brother. We thought they got you. Huh? Yeah. The natural sugars in milk are bueno. Do you mean good, or is it called bueno? Gotcha, squirrel. Big up, Tony. We want to milk the sheep after Pepper Lamb stops nursing and make some cheese with it. Oh, that'd be really interesting. That is something I'd like to watch. It's mad how you get older and like the things that you like change, eh? It's weird. Like I want to watch stuff like that. Disciples, big up, man. Big up. Raw milk. Raw milk, it's the same substance as blood, only with red blood cells removed. It's life-giving. Yeah, raw milk is the one. Like raw milk or raw cheese is the one. It's not had anything, it's not been blasted with heat to kill all the goodness out of it, and it hasn't had anything added to it. It's what it should be. Goat's milk is closest to human's milk. Yeah. Crazy J reading about alchemy at the minute. They were all over it back in the day. I think that's what Williamson was up to down in the tunnels. Different heats in the archway furnaces. Oh, interesting. That is very interesting. You know, the military were down there for 2 years as well. The military were down there for 2 years. I've been to that place 3 times. I actually had beef with one of the, what do you call them? Tour guides, because they watched my video after, and because I basically said she was speaking cobblers because she was telling the story. She actually messaged me afterwards going, I can't believe you said that. I was talking cobbler. I was going, listen, it's just a word I use from down south that means it's a lie. And I'm just saying what you've been taught. I said to her. Good day to all. Big up. Do they sell raw milk anywhere? I haven't seen raw milk in Malta. The only place I've only actually found raw cheese. Sorry, raw unpasteurized cheese. That's all I found so far. We're still waiting for you to what? Still waiting for you to shout out. Oh, let me read this. Still waiting for you to shout out to me that you're good, hun. Lindsay Webster. Was that for me? I'm good, hun. I'm good. Trippy. Leaf. Boiling lemon leaves is said to have a chlorophyll, which is said to be the same as human blood, but magnesium based. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. I messaged them after I found a bone down there. She messaged me, invited me down. Do you know what? They don't like me. I think it's because I'm from down south. I actually asked. There was a bit of a notice up as I was leaving. It said we are looking for volunteers to come and help dig this place out because they got extra stuff to go and dig. And I said, look, can I come down and dig? And she's like, no, we don't need no one at the minute. And I thought, you've got a sign about 5 meters away from your head. What are you on about? But I think it's because I'm from down south. There's this stigma that people from down south are not liked by northerners. Just wondering. Big up. Maximum respect. Thank you very much. Yes, definitely, mate. Definitely, cathedrals are. There's a cathedral in. Oh man, I am absolutely frazzled. Give me a second. New York. There's a cathedral in New York that's actually getting its heating source from underground. And when I was reading up about it, it was saying that it's got so much heat and leftover heat that in the winter, in the freezing cold days of the winter, it leaves its doors open because it's got so much heat to burn off. So yeah, check that out. There's a place. I've done a video on it as well. There's a video of it somewhere. Oh, and another thing is, I might start uploading my very first videos. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. What do you think the catacombs were originally used for? Living. That I believe. My personal opinion from going around, being inside them, going places where I shouldn't have gone inside them, finding wells, finding like all sorts of stuff in there. I don't believe they're for dead people. And if you're a logical thinker, you ain't carrying dead people through there. And the smell would be horrendous. I imagine just rotting dead people. Tens of hundreds of people rotting in one place. Don't make sense. In the US, raw milk is not legal. Anything healthy. Wow. See, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. You can't buy something that's healthy. It's like that's why around the world cannabis is illegal in a lot of places. Now, I'm not saying smoking it in a Rizla, no, but having that put into your system is very good. But guess what? It's illegal here. Well, in Malta it's legal, but in most places in Europe it's illegal. So, and that's because of the amazing benefits. And it's the same with loads of stuff. But guess what? They sell alcohol. You can go and buy alcohol. You can go and buy painkillers. You can go and buy all that stuff. I drink 2 gallons of whipped cream a month. Wow. Organic. Internet search is your best bet for raw milk. Yeah, I will have to do that. But again, I don't like milk. I don't like milk. I just genuinely don't like it. I remember when I was a child and I had to go to school. I had no choice. I'd go to school and we'd all have to stand up in a line. 30 children about this big. No, I'm only joking. Probably about, I don't know, 4 foot. We'd all have to stand there and then some guy would come along with a trolley and we'd get a little blue carton. We'd all have to stand there and drink it. And then when we're done, they get it come along and we put it back on the trolley and we'd have to go and sit down. Like some sort of military stuff. I eat sour cream and honey on bread. That sounds quite nice. What do you think the catacombs were? I've read that. Sorry about that. Raw milk is the best. They're coming out with research on the microbiome. I have done nothing but research the microbiome for the last... Let me rephrase that because that's nearly a porcupine. A year ago, I researched hard about my gut because I thought I was a celiac and I thought I had some serious problems going on. But it's just the diet. It's just my diet at that time. So I know all about the gut biome. I know all about that. You've got to harvest it. You have to harvest it because it's like growing weed. Like it's the medium. It's what gives you the nutrients. Like you don't get the nutrient from the apple. Like you're actually feeding do you know you've got parasites in your stomach, right? That you feed the parasites. Other people don't even know this. Right. Big up, Mark. Right. Maximum respect. So you have a load of parasites in your stomach. You have to feed the parasites and then the parasites regurgitate the minerals and the nutrition that you need. I bet you didn't know that. So that's what you have to do. Yeah, exactly. You garden the gut. Exactly it. And I think you need to eat at least 30 different plant materials to have it thriving. If it's raw, tea and milk. I don't know. Tea with milk. Well, I don't have tap water, I don't have milk, and I definitely won't have tea. The reason I won't have tea is because you need to look at the ingredients on that tea bag. You need to look at the chemicals on the tea bag. It's disgusting. The tea that I did used to drink before I quit tea was called Rubius tea. I drink fruit restructured water. Yeah, and the best way to hydrate. All right, I should do a video on food because that's like I've done so much research on food, and it's saying that everyone like it will hit everyone because everyone knows garden your gut. I like that expression, but that's what you got to do. You have to look after it because it's like when you're growing weed. You have to look after the soil because it's a soil that's going to sort the plants out, sort the seeds and the roots out. So it's like your stomach. Cream with soothed nerve system causes relaxation. Nice. Tea bags are sometimes exactly. Thank you very much. I don't go near tea bags or anything to do with anything tea. No more. Just purely because of the bags. Yeah, I might do a video on food. Like we can sit here and have a good old chinwag. I might do this Saturday. That's why I take ivermectin because of the parasites. Yeah. Well, antibiotics is you're clearing out you're clearing out all your biome, aren't you, in your stomach? That's what you're doing. It's the biotics. You're getting rid of it's antibiotics. You're getting rid of it, and you're left with nothing inside. And I think it takes months to heal after the blinking antibiotics. And you know what? I used to take so much antibiotics with my toothache. I used to again down to diet. I had such a poor diet growing up, but not even growing up. Like it's down to my own fault. Like from a teenager till I was 30. Like my diet was awful, absolutely awful. I thought I was doing myself a favour by drinking mineral drinks. You know the ones filled up with sugar from the shop, like multivitamin drinks. Like you know what I mean? Eating bread. Just thinking like, but completely wrong, absolutely wrong. Yeah, exactly. Biotics, that's what I'm saying. So you're killing when you take antibiotics, you're getting rid of all the parasites in your stomach that kick out all your nutrition that your body absorbs. Didn't know that about tea bags. Do you know what? I might do a video at the weekend on food just so we can all sit there and just get it all right with food. Because there's so much stuff going on. I found out today, where's the bottle of water? I found out today that this bottle of water that I was drinking. So I normally go to like the pH of the water. But that's silly because you're not actually looking at what else was in it. And when I looked what else was in this water, I could not believe my mince pies. You ain't going to be able to see it, but it's got here calcium hydroxide. That's slaked lime. That's a building material. That's caustic. If you put that on you, it burns, you know? And also, it causes you to lose your hair. So why are they putting... And also, it's an ingredient to geopolymer. That's how I noticed it. And I was like, what is that doing in there? Now, I can understand magnesium sulfate being in there, which is just Epsom salt. I can fully understand that because that would be some sort of like... what's the word I'm looking for? It's just going to preserve the water a little bit longer. But to have calcium hydroxide, let me see if you can see that. To have calcium hydroxide, you're not going to get it. Calcium hydroxide is unbelievable. Paul, Malkaf is interesting. Natural aircon in Persia. I was wondering how much of what you've explored looks like aircon to you. Even the idea of passing air over water to cool it. Interesting, because there's a certain part in Malta that on Manoa Island that air rushes over the water and then comes through these like little tunnels. And I was told, I was corrected because I thought it was a place where people was collecting water. But someone actually corrected me and said, no, that is a natural aircon system. So yeah, search up Mud Fossil University. Mate, you must not have been watching this video very long. We've mentioned this guy about 3 times in this video already. So you're probably about 10 minutes into the video. So when someone comments, you know where they are and what they're up to. So mate, yep, you're going to come up to that soon. I don't like the taste of margarine. It's awful. Plastic leeches, bra. Okay, excellent. Search up Mud Fossil. Wow. Only buy water in glass bottles. Sometimes we don't have the choice, mate. I wish I could. But I've never ever seen a glass bottle of water in a shop in Malta ever. Never, ever. I've seen it in restaurants, yes, but never, ever in a shop. Not once. Search up. I never drink bottled water. Margarine and bills. Paul. Hey? Paul, can we do a Zoom chat on food on free Saturday? We can spread the word. Also, they found out that the thing that cannot be named reduced the bacteria in the gut to 0. The thing that cannot be named. Can you type it in here? Huh? Yeah, if you right. So listen. Huh? Oh, I didn't even see this. Big up AZ Nature Chick. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I've learned so much from you. Eyes open. Maximum respect for that. Thank you, Colin. I distill my water. Do you know what? I've bought 2 distillers in my life. Right. The first one I bought, I made distilled water. Sorry. The only I've got your cowgirl. I've got it. The only thing is, the water was so disgusting where I lived in England that it left brown stuff in the bottom of my where it heated up, like the heating chamber, and I couldn't be bothered to clean it out every single day. It was horrendous. Anyway, I sold that, and then I bought another one, and the same thing happened. So, easy, Bill. Maximum respect, mate. Swish Chalet. Yes. I get my water from the spring. Yeah, nice. Do you know what? It's funny that, because I actually went to the spring in Buxton, didn't I? Remember, I was looking for the source of the spring in Buxton, and we come across all sorts of weird stuff. It's actually coming from the Nestle factory. I bet people don't know that, do they? Buxton water is not coming from a spring. It's coming from a Nestle factory. How do I know? Because I looked for the source and I ended up outside the factory. And another thing is, you go to Buxton, you go and fill your water up with a bottle. It's the water from the factory. How do I know? Because I went around the back and I see all the fittings, the modern plumbing fittings. So it's not coming. It's just yeah. Synthetic food is terrible for you. It's not real food. Yeah, I'll try and eat as good as possible. But yeah, sudden death is very expensive. Cowgirl, yeah. If you want to do a little something on Saturday, that'd be wicked. I'll set up a live. How can we do this? How can we arrange this? Have you got my email? Yeah, thanks for donating, everyone. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Rig up your distiller so that it will run straight into onto crystals or river stones, because distilled water will absorb the first minerals or toxins it touches, because it seeks balance. Okay, that's interesting. Damn you, Buxton. What, another fake? Yeah. Sorry about that, but I actually went there looking for the source. I wanted to know where this water was coming from, and it turned out it's coming from a factory. Like, I'm not just saying that. I drove there and ended up outside the factory. I was looking at this Nestle sign thinking, oh my God, I can't believe it. Have I got StreamYard? Yeah, I'm on StreamYard now. Yeah, I'll email you the information. Excellent. Yes, I'm on StreamYard, Squirrel. In moderation, or ease your bones and teeth, or else your bones and teeth will disintegrate because they will leach minerals into the water. Well, yes, distilled water only in moderation, or else your bones and teeth will disintegrate because they leach minerals into the water. I'm not sure about that one, mate. I'm not sure about that one at all. I filter the water after drinking and cooking. I filter all my water. Yeah, I don't. Listen, I do not cook with tap water either. I could never do that. English water is crap, full of lime. Yep, mate, full of lime. So this one's got calcium hydroxide in it. That's not true about distilled. Yeah, I didn't think it was true. Like, I've done a lot of research on food and water, and that is definitely not sitting right with me. No way do your teeth let off minerals and stuff. Let me just make sure I'm reading that right. Because they will leach minerals into the water. Sorry, mate, that's a load of cobblers. I don't know what you're on about there. Can imprint water as it holds memory. Yep. Right. Big up, Russ. Maximum respect, mate. Been drinking distilled water for 10 years. And how do you feel, mate? Let me know. Been drinking distilled water for 10 years. Do you add any bicarb soda to it? Do you increase the pH, or is it just completely straight up distilled water? Vos. Yeah, Vos. I know about Vos. But they don't sell that in Malta. I live in Malta. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you because I am starving. It has actually been 21 hours since I ate anything, and I need to eat. I need to hydrate. The bottle of Buxton makes that. It's pumping out natural spring water. British Park. No, I'm telling you now, mate, from my own research, I've even done videos on it. There's actually videos of me. I've made videos on it. But again, I might start uploading my older videos because people are missing out on all this stuff. I'm telling you, distilled water demineralizes your body. That's not what you just said, though. You said minerals leaching from my teeth. That is not what you just said. Thank you very much. Beware of the Nestle water. Big up, Tiger. Big up, big up. Again, thank you. Mineral water. Listen, I'm going to go. I'm going to love you and leave you because I'm starving. Big up, the Bandit. Mac from Crawley, eh? I used to do fruit machines in Crawley. You got a couple of town arcades in Crawley, haven't you? I used to go and empty the fruit machines in there. Lynn's graphing, Nestle, drinking 10 years. You've been drinking distilled water for 10 years. How are your teeth? Because we've got someone in here saying it ruins your teeth and it makes you mineral deficient. So how are you? Your bones will become brittle, teeth fall out in cavities. I think you're chatting absolute cobblers, mate. Absolute cobblers. How can H2O with nothing else in it be bad for you? Just pure H2O. If you think fluoride is for your teeth, it's working perfect. Yeah. I don't need to look it up. I've done so much research. I don't need to do that. It doesn't matter. But again, it's your opinion. It's my opinion. That's it. That's where it ends. For sure, you're shadow banned. 100%. 1,000,000% I'm shadow banned. I know that other extreme people who drink seawater. When I used to go into the sea as a child, it used to make me gag, that water. I'd be like, as soon as a little bit of water went in my mouth, I'd be like, I'll tell you who knows all about that water. Squirrel Sniper. He will know all about the water in Essex, mate. It is disgusting. Aha! Big up, Pierre, mate. Big up, mate. I'm literally going now, but big up, brother. Main ingredient in rat poison, 100% fluoride. 100%. The minerals in tea water are mostly organic and don't absorb in the body anyway. One other thing I'll give you, a little tip. Do not use ascorbic acid, because if you take ascorbic acid, which is in it's in loads of stuff, by the way, it's in so much stuff, but it inhibits you having copper. So if you have ascorbic acid, you will be depleted in copper. Fact. Absolute fact. I love your lives. Oh, cheers, mate. Maximum. Me and Pierre will be going out very shortly and doing a couple of bits together. So you'll get to meet Pierre on my channel. We will meet up and do a couple of explorations, and you will see what this guy knows. He's a local, not local. He's a Maltese guy, and he's got very knowledgeable of the area. So it's always better because he's grown up here, he's lived here, he's heard all the stories, he knows what's going on. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, mate. I really look forward to that. But listen, guys, I'm not arguing. That's your opinion, my opinion. Brilliant. Thanks all. Great job. Right, listen, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you because I've said this about 1,000,000 times now. So one love, everyone. And thank you very much, AZ Nature Chick, Just Wondering, and Aururian. Thank you very much for the donations. I appreciate it. Thanks to the moderators for being there. And well, hang on a minute. Yeah, thanks to big up Tigers, maximum respect. And I'll speak to you as soon as possible, Arizona Cowgirl. We can sort a little something out. Yeah, brilliant. Right, one love, guys. Ta-das, 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 ta-das.